Good morning, ninth class. This is your NCERT Solution Social Science Theory book for the session of 2020-2021. Due to lockdown, there is no proper arrangement of books. So, this is as a help book and all of will read this as a book and solve the question answers also. As introduction of this book, in first term there is three part. All of you read at this time only three part of SST as history, geography and civics. But now in class 9 all of you met a new subject, that is economics, and civics change into political science. So in class 9 all of you will make 4 notebooks of this subject. The first notebook is history, second geography, third political science and fourth economics. In term first there are 3 chapters in history, 3 chapters in geography, 3 chapters in political science and 2 chapters in economics. As well as in second term there are 5 chapters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chapters in history, 3 chapters in geography, 3 chapters in political science and 2 chapters in economics. This is your book introduction. All of you will purchase book immediately and start reading and solve the question answer also. As you know, this is the part first, history, and the chapter 1. The chapter name is the French Revolution. Points to remember of this chapter are French society. During the late 18th century, French society was divided into 3 estates. The first estate consists of the clergy, and second estate consists of the notability, and the third estate consists of the common people. Number 1, the first 2 estates, the clergy and the nobility, were called the privileged classes because they enjoy certain rights and privileges by birth. They were exempted from paying taxes to the state. Number 2, only the third estate paid taxes. They also had to render services to the landowners. Number 3, the church also collected taxes called tithes from the peasants. Number 4, when Louis XVI ascended the throne, he found an empty treasury. Number 5, long years of war had drained the financial resources of the country. Number 6, France had the 13 American colonies. To gain independence from Britain, they added to the economic problems of France. Number 7, Louis XVI wanted to raise the taxes to meet the expenses and increase the income of the government. This chapter is about the French Revolution. French Revolution is come as a revolution means changes, or how could they work in that century. Number 2, a growing middle class advantages and privileges. Number 1, in the 18th century, a new social group emerged who were known as the middle class. They had become rich through expenses to overseas trade. Number 2, in addition to merchants and manufacturers, there were lawyers and administrative officials who were educated and believed that no group of society should be privileged by birth, but their position should depend on merit. They demanded an end of privileges. Number 3, philosophers like Locke, Rousseau, and Montesquieu believed in the society based on freedom, equal law, and opportunities for all. Rousseau proposed a government based on a social contract between the people and their representatives. The outbreak of the revolution. Number 1, the 5th May 1789, Louis XVI called together an assembly of the three estates to pass proposal for new taxes. Number 2, each estate had one vote. The third estate demanded one vote for each member of the assembly. They demanded that voting should now be conducted by the assembly as a whole. Number 3, when the king rejected the proposal of the third estate, they walked out of the assembly in protest and held their meeting in the hall of an indoor tennis court and declared themselves the National Assembly. Number 4, meanwhile the rest of France was seething with turmoil because a bad harvest led to increase in bread prices and hoardings. Crowds of angry women stormed the shops. Number 5, on 14th century 1789, an agitated crowd stormed and destroyed the Bastille, a prison just outside Paris, freeing all its prisoners. Number 6, due to rumors spreading about the nobles trying to destroy crops, the peasants attacked them, booting and destroying records of manorial dukes. Number 7, finally the king agreed to a constitutional monarchy rule. On 4th August 1789, the assembly abolished taxes and tithes, and the lands owned by the church were confiscated. Number 4, France becomes a constitutionally monarchy. The National Assembly completed the draft of the Constitution in 1791. Power was assigned to different institutions, the legislature, executive, and judiciary. This was France, a constitutional monarchy. Number 2, only men who paid taxes equal to 3 days' wages of a laborer were entitled to vote. Number 3, the remaining men and all women were classed as passive citizens. Declaration of the Rights of Men and Citizens. The Constitution began with a declaration of the rights of men and citizens, rights such as right to live, freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, and equality before law, as were established as the natural and inalienable rights. Number 2, each right belonged to each human being by birth and could not be taken away. Number 3, it became the duty of the state to protect each citizen's natural rights. Next, the Jacobins. The Jacobins, number 1, the people who were poor were not given political rights, so they formed clubs to discuss government politics and plan their actions. The most popular club was that the Jacobins. This club included small shopkeepers, artisans such as shoemakers, pastry cooks, printers, servants, and daily wage workers. Their leader was Maximilien Robespierre. The Jacobins wore stripped trousers to set themselves apart from the fashionable sections of society who wore knee breeches. Number 7. The Reign of Terror. The period from 1793 to 1794 is referred to as the Reign of Terror. Robespierre followed a policy of severe control and punishment. Number 3. All those whom he saw as being enemies of the Republic, ex-nobles and clergy members of other political parties and even members of his own party who did not agree with his methods were arrested, imprisoned and tried by a revolutionary tribunal. Number 4. If the court found them guilty, they were guillotined. Number 5. This government placed a maximum selling on wages and prices. Meat and bread were rationed. Use of expensive white bread was forbidden. All French men and women were now called citoyen and citoyenne, citizens. Churches were closed. Number 7. Even the supporters of Robespierre demands modernization. Finally, he was convicted by a court in July 1794, arrested, and on the next day sent to the guillotine. The Directory rules France. The fall of Jacobins allowed the wealthy middle class to seize power. A new constitution provided for 2 councils which elected a directory made up of 5 members. Number 2. The directors often clashed with the legislative councils who then sought to dismiss them. Number 3. The political instability of the directory paved the way for the rise of the military dictator Napoleon Bonaparte. Number 9. Revolution and women. Revolutionary and women. Most of the women of the Third Estate had to work hard for a living. They worked as seamstresses, sold flowers, fruits and vegetables, or worked as domestic servants. They had no access to educate or job training. Number 2. Their wages were lower than men. Number 3. They started their own newspapers and political clubs. Number 4. One of their main demands was equal political rights. They demanded to right to vote, to be elected to the assembly, and to hold political office. Number 5. The revolutionary government did introduce laws that helped to improve the lives of women. Number 6. Schooling for girls was made compulsory. Number 7. Their fathers could not force them into marriage against their will. Marriage was made into a contract entered into freely and registered under civil law. Number 8. Divorce was made legal and could be applied for by both women and men. Number 9. Women too could now train for jobs, could become artists or run small business. Number 10. It was finally in 1946 that women in France won the right to vote. Number 11. Olympe de Gouges was one of the most important politically active women in revolutionary France. Number 10. The abolition of slavery. Number 1. One of the most revolutionary reforms of the Jacobin regime was the abolition of slavery in the French colonies in the Caribbean. Number Number 2. The slaves were brought from Africa by the European traders and sold in Europe and America to work in the sugar, coffee, and indigo plantations. Number 3. The National Assembly did not pass laws to abolish slavery as they feared opposition from businessmen whose income depended on slave trade. Number 6. Finally, the convention in 1794 made laws to free all slaves in French overseas possessions. Number 5. After 10 years, Napoleon reintroduced slavery. Number 6. Slavery was finally abolished in French colonies in 1848. Number 11. The revolution and everyday life or effect of revolution on the people of France. Number 1. The years following 1789 in France saw many changes in the lives of women and children. Number 2. One important law was the abolition of censorship on books, newspapers, plays, etc. Number 3. Now the Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen proclaimed freedom to speech and expression to be a natural right. Number 4. Newspapers, pamphlets, books, and printed pictures folded the towns of France from where they traveled rapidly to the countryside. Number 5. Freedom of the press meant the opposing views of events could be expressed. Number 12. Legacy of the French Revolution. Number 1. The idea of the liberty, equality, and democratic rights were the most important legacy of the French Revolution. Number 2. These spread from France to the rest of Europe during the 19th century, where feudalism was abolished. Number 3. Colonized people reworked the idea of freedom from bondage into their movements to create a sovereign state. Number 4. Tipu Sultan and Ram Mohan Roy are two examples to individuals who responded to ideas coming from revolutionary France. So, these are the main points of this chapter. All of you will read the chapter. That's all.